Hi everyone, this is Marcus again bringing to you one more tutorial. This time we are going to learn how to create a skeleton. Well, as you see right now, we have two pages. The first one, the left hand, we got this loading animation loading page. Before, many time ago, the standard for loading things that was spinners or some bars, and then things evolved, and then currently, not exactly currently, but since a couple of time ago, we have those kind of skeleton to animate because they are better. In the future, I can bring here some examples, some explanation more deep about the difference between simple spinners, simple loadings, and skeletons. Even though loadings, they are a little not so updated, they are unupdated, but they are used in some cases still. So yeah. Well, what we got here, let me close this window, this preview, and then let me run again the prototype. So we got this skeleton like I told you before. So this first page, it's gonna be just the places of the components that will be loaded. So I'm gonna run the prototype. As you can see, we have this little animation. It's named skeleton because before, like I told you, normally when the user was going from one page to another page, sometimes the system, the backend, takes too much time, and then the user doesn't have a good feedback, just some spinner like spinning over here, and yeah, it's not so good. But now currently we have this design pattern, so it's possible to see what is expected to me in the next pages. So I can see, even I'm not seeing the real information, but I can see that we'll have some kind of title and some avatars or another type of image. Then I have two lines and so on and so forth. So skeletons, they are really useful, so they can diminish this friction between one page and the next one. Okay, so let's learn how to do it. Let me run the prototype one more time just to make it sure and have things clear. But see, we got this animation, and all the page, it's being like loaded, and the user can see, oh, okay, I will have this structure in this page once it's loaded. Okay, and now we got this title. Like I said before, we got some icon over here, and then we got avatars, lines, and titles, text, and all the things you can see, guys. So, and to do that, we are not creating things from scratch like this team project page. We created that before in another tutorial. I don't know if you remember or if you followed or did this tutorial before. I hope that you did, but in case you didn't, so let me show you where you can find it. We have this section here like material design patterns. I created all those components, not only components, but the structure, like all the spacing and all the things around. And then now we are here creating some tutorials on prototyping, and then we have this swipe and delete tutorial. I really hope, guys, you did this one because we are going to need it. In case you didn't do, I recommend you to turn around, step back, and go and watch this tutorial. It's pretty faster, quickie, easy. You can watch and learn how I created this, or if you don't want, it's not a problem, just create something like this, some page with the same kind of structure, so you can follow the tutorial. So this tutorial I created a couple of time ago. See, we don't have those skeleton animated, but it is a design pattern where we can swipe left or right to delete content. So in this case, I'm swiping left, and then the component changes. I can see only title and text for this component, this table item, let's call it this way. And then I have this feedback, this button, and I know that I can click here or tap here, and then that information is deleted. I can like do these, and I can come back, I can delete from any part. I hope that you watched this. I think you did, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, so we are going to use this page because it's already done. So I will select it and then I will go Control C. In your case, guys, you need to create a new page. In my case, I created it before, so I have this animating skeleton page. What I did, I just pasted this page over here and I changed it, like in design section, I changed this border radius to 16. It's not needed, but sometimes I do it. Then I went to some whatever tutorial where I can find some status bar and Android navigation bar, because I want to style a little bit what I have so I can copy. It's not a component yet because I didn't show how to create this component of this status bar, but we are going to do that in the future. It's important to have this design pattern as well. So I'm gonna select this status bar and also the Android navigation bar, and like I said before, they are not components yet, but I'm going to create them in the future. In this case, this Android navigation bar I created before, so you can use if you have one like this. I showed you how to do. So now we go to animating skeleton. Yeah, so I select this frame, I paste into. The size I was using before is not the right one because I increased it a little using some larger devices size, and so let's position things like here. Then I will press and hold Control. Then I will increase its size just like this. Same energy here because it's not a component yet. So I will press and hold Control, click in whatever place here. Then I will click and press and hold Shift, select the three of these elements. Then I will centralize like this. Then I will ungroup, Control Shift G. Click out, click in. And then I click here to align by bottom. So now I got what I want. And about the color, guys, you can decide what color you want to use. Maybe you want to use a darker blue, a red, a pink, I don't know, orange. You decide, each one is better to you. But in my case, I'm gonna go with a darker blue, just like this. So I press and hold Control, then I press I and I pick up the color from here. Same energy down here. So now we got what we need. The first part. Second part, we need to have this structure, right? So what we are going to do, I'm gonna measure the size of this element. So I can click here and see 152 by 24. So I press R. I design whatever rectangle. I will call it, let me see. The animation is called skeleton and the element is called bone. I can call it a bone. Then I type the size like 152 by 24 if I'm not wrong. Okay. I have these broken numbers. I hate it. I have to say that. I really hate them. So that was something that I was designing. I changed it for some reason, but now it's time to come back. So I want to snap to pixel grid. I think this is the right thing to have. Let me draw something again. Yes, and as you can see, now I can't have those broken numbers and even broken positions. So awesome. And then I use it here. Let me try to remember. Let me block this mask. Animation, yes. Yeah, I don't remember. Whatever. So let's use some border radius, something around 4. I think it's gonna be okay. Let's see the position. And let's see, measuring from the top, it is 56 top and 24 left. Okay, so let's duplicate this frame just like this. Press and hold Alt, drag and drop. Then click and drag like this and then delete, so we don't have any information anymore. This color, I decided to go with some lighter gray. You decide. what shade of gray you are going to use, but it's a common place to use light gray in this sort of animation. So 24, like I said, and 24 left, and top it's 56, exactly like this. And then let's measure to the next element. This avatar, let's see, 64. So let's drag and drop like this, copy, and I press and hold Alt. Same energy, and it's gonna be 40 by 40 width and height. So I will type it here, 40 by 40. Then I can lock this chain, and I will use some like higher value to make it round. Bone, same name. The distance I said it's gonna be 64. So let's increase a little. Oops. 24, like this. Yeah. Now I need to have some elements like this, so I'm gonna copy this one. I will diminish its height like 8, I think, or 16. It's better, maybe. Let's see. I need to balance, like, you know, it's not exact, something exact. So 12 or 8. I'm gonna go with 8. So I have the title now. Then I want to have this text. I will diminish a little just to have some pattern like this. So yeah, it's pretty similar. Yeah. Then you can move around. It doesn't need to be perfect, but if you want to be perfect, you can adjust by yourself. Okay, just like this, it's cool. I select both of them. I can go union selection, and inside I have 3 bones. I can call this one bone, or I can like flatten selection. Then I don't have nested things inside. It's just one element called bone again, something like this. Yeah, now I need to have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So let's position them. They should be in the same distance, like 32, I think so. Yeah. Then I select both of them. I press Shift A, so I have now an auto layout actually. Then I enter the second one, and I press Ctrl D, repeat and repeat again. See, it's not so well aligned, so I come here 32 and I go diminishing. Like, even the size isn't precise like 8 pixels grid, but it has to match the same position, because this element, it's right, and then the distance is 12. Like, yeah, we can change it here, but I don't see any reason to do that, because 12 is used as well. So yeah, no problem. So we got this structure, right? And then now we need to create a component and do some animations. Then we finally will have things done. So yeah, I have a section here I didn't show you. It's the component we are going to use. This is the trick, the magic. So let me break this component down so you can see what I did. So you can see anything at all, but if you go to the layer panel, you can see, like, I have a bone, I have a number 2, inside I have animation and mask, then I have the number 1 animation and mask inside of this one too, but I can't see anything at all. I need to press Shift O so I can see some elements. Shift O, you know, I can see the wireframe of the thing. Yeah, cool. But we are going to create from scratch, so don't worry. What we got, we need to do, actually, we need to design some rectangle, something like this. And then we need to change the fill from solid to gradient. Then we need to make it horizontal. Okay, we can move things around, clicking in this little dot. Then we need to have one more. We need to have 3. That means on M. So now the thing is, this one here, the left hand, we need to change to white color and 0 opacity, just like this. The right hand, we will do the same. White, 100%, no, 0 opacity. Then this one here in the middle, we can go like white color, and we won't use like 100%, it's too bold. What we want to have is something like 16. And then if we need, we can come back and change it. So yeah, so first thing we need to do is this. Then I need to have, I will call it animation, right? And then it's time to have some rectangle. So I will press R and I will draw something like this. Okay, just like this. Don't worry about size. And so yeah, now just place like this, select both of them, and then we can align by center, horizontal, and vertical. They aren't matching the exact size, so we can increase a little. Yeah, good, cool. This color, I will use some color like this. Yeah. Now I want to have some mask, so I select both of them and I go here. I hit use mask. And now what you can see, it is this red color behind, and then we can see some gradient, this combination. Okay, so for the red one, I could change to black, for example. See, and then we got this animation. Then we have this, I'm gonna call mask. Okay, so let's select the animation and move things around. So what we are going to do is create a new variant for this component, and then the animation will pass just like this. Will pass and pass and pass, and that sensation of loading will be provided. Okay. Okay, cool. But this black color, let's see. Yeah, it's not important for now, because the real important thing is when I select animation and I see this white color inside, which is 16 by now, and then I can change to 32 or even 100 if I want. It's not white, it's black, because the color that I have over it is black. But if I change white or to red, I have this. Okay, so don't worry about the color, we just pick it up. I can make it red if you want, guys. So now we have this mask group, and then I have this mask thing. Okay, so we are going to make a component with this. Just click create component. We got this mask group. I will go inside. We got this animation and then the mask group. Yeah, let's see. I will undo. I will try something I haven't tried before. I will select, yes, no, not working. Because let's see, I will apply again. Yeah, okay, clip content. Let's see, not working. Yeah, I just want this. Let's invert things. Not okay. I will undo. I will try a different approach over here. I will undo a couple of times just to make things the way they were before. Let's see. A little more. Yes, just like this. So I will keep this one here. I will duplicate. Then I will invert this order over here. Like I will cut and paste over. Then I will select and make a mask again. But see now what happens. It's the opposite. Like the red is in front in this case, and the red is under in this case. So I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so you do this way. Let me show you again what we did. See, this gradient is over the red in the background. So go this way, the gradient over. Select both of them, create a mask. Now it will work better, see, because we don't select what is behind. So the animation is right, the mask is right too, and the group is right too. Okay, let's call bone. and let's make a component. But see what happened. Now I have exactly what I want. If I did a component in this case, or a mask, see, it's okay. But when I make a component, it's too big. I don't want anything like this because I don't have control over it. But over it, I do. So I got this bone. I will click once, then I can click twice. And then if I move this animation, it's exactly what will happen. Will pass and pass, but only for one direction, not going back and forth. Okay. So what I need to have now, I need to go to properties, and then I will create a variant, and then I will click in this plus to add a variant. Now I have two variants. Okay. The first one, property, I'm gonna call animation. Default, I will call just one. I will name one, and I will name this two. I have no necessity of thinking about some fancy and cool name. Just this, it's okay. Now I select here, I go to animation, I will hit my right arrow, and I will make this thing disappear from my view. But see, not the mask, but the animation. Okay, I'm gonna go to the right side as much as possible. Not as much as possible, but I don't want to see any little part of this gradient. Let's see if I did exactly this. Shift O, yes. And then this part here down, I will select the animation. I will hit Shift, press and hold, and then left arrow to do the opposite. Cool. Now I don't see anything, but I can press and hold Shift and O. Then I need to select the number one. I can see here, I'm not selecting animation, I'm not selecting mask, I'm selecting the number one. Then I go to prototype. If I'm confident, I don't even need to show wireframe. I remember where I place a thing, so I can see this number one. And I will go to prototype. I will zoom in to have more control. I click and drag, so I know where my number two is. So I just connect them. I will change from on click to after delay. I will change instant to smart animate. Okay. Click out, and then I will select the number two, and I will do the interaction to come back. But in this case, I will also change for after delay, and smart animate I will change to instant, and this time 800 milliseconds, I will go with just 1 millisecond. Okay, now it's time to try. So we need to have some space to try it. What I'm gonna do, it is I will press A to create whatever frame, just for test. You can't see anything at all here, so we can go to assets and type bone. See, and then you can drag and drop, for example, or you can copy from here, select this frame and paste into this frame. Then let's come back to layers. I can, for example, come back to design, and I can apply some color like red. I don't know what's going on, but let's test. So if I open this little chevron, I can see present and preview. We can select both of them, whatever, either one or the other one. I'm gonna go with preview. See, something is happening, but still it's hard to see, right? So let me try to change this color, see what happens. Still hard to figure out. I'm gonna change this red to black. I'm gonna run again. I don't know if you can see, but some little animation is passing. I will try to change to present. So present's a big one. It's easier to see. See? So the animation is happening over there. Okay? So now what we need to do is apply this animation we just created to our entire skeleton. Okay, And there are many ways to apply this, so come with me and you'll see. One thing I want to do is I'm gonna go to prototype, and from the first one to the second one, I want to slow down. Not this after delay, but this part here. Let me go with, for example, 5,000. Let's see what happens, and let's play. Let's play this test frame. I can even increase its size, you know, because I have control over it. It's not the component, like the master component. It's some instance, so I can do whatever I want with the instance. So let's play again. It's loading. See what happens. I diminish that speed, and now it's too slow. I don't like. So what I do, I come back. It's important to test. It's part of our job as designers. So I can go like 2000, for example. It's the middle of the way. And then I, oops, not this one, but this one, frame 3. I try this again and see. It's a little better, right? Cool. You can go even faster. Yes, it's a matter of try and see. Okay, so we got all those elements over here. So we could apply for each one the component and style it, or we can do something faster. I can come back to design tab, then I select all those elements here. Okay, I don't want to have any auto layout, so I will ungroup, pressing and hold Ctrl Shift O. Okay, let's test. I really don't want to have anyone. I do that again. Not O, Ctrl Shift G, not Ctrl Shift O. I'm sorry. Then I select all those elements and I transform them into union select. Then I can even flat. And then I can call skeleton. Yeah, why not? Cool. Then this is just a test area. I can drag a new one, or I can use this one here and then to make a mask. Let's see how this happens. So I'm dragging this one like I told you. Okay, I can place it here and increase its size just like this, occupying like a huge place. So the first try, I will send it to back. I select both of them and I make a mask. And now I select this frame and then I try. Let's see. I will close and I will run it again. Let's see. It's loading. Sometimes we got some bugs. So I'm not seeing the animation, any animation. So, oops, go away. So we are going to try a couple of things. First thing I will undo a couple of times. Then I will send back this skeleton as a mask. So send back. Now I select both of them and I make this mask. And now I run. Let's see the difference. Now I can see the animation. Can you see that? It's passing there. Okay. Cool. Now we need to change this black color and use some gray, something like this. And then we, oops, sorry, some gray like this. Yes, it's pretty okay. Click out and run again the animation. Let's see if we can see the loading passing, and then we have to change some parameters. I can see, but it's too subtle. What we need to do it is increase the speed, and also we need to change the, it's here, right? But yeah, it's not like here anymore because it's just some instance. We can delete it. What matter for us, because we have another instance inside of here. See, bone. I can have 1,000 instance. Okay. So what we really need to do is we need to come here, and then we have this animation. Okay. We open, and then we increase this 16. We can change to, let me go with 100 here, and then we click out, and then we go here, animation, select, oops, number 2, animation, open the linear side, click in the middle, and increase to 100. Let's test this way. Close, select the frame, run again, because we can test the parameters and see what we really want to do. See the white part passing by. Okay, it's being animated, and we can see that now, and then we can control how much white we want this thing. Okay, so I exaggerated just to show you what is possible to do. And also what we can do here, we can go closer, change the tab to prototype, and then the time it's passing, like 2000, I can diminish to 1200, for example. Then I run again. I will press R to run again, and as you can see, sometimes it doesn't run. I have to close and to run again. Okay, it's a little bugs happened here up because I'm not selecting the right thing, most probably. So we open it here. Let me run the preview, and then let's increase it. See the little preview? So we can see things are being a little faster right now, and then it's more, I like more this. Okay, cool. Then you know how to change things, so you can change the way you want. The last thing we are going to do together, it is how to connect this frame to this frame. So it's easier. Let's go to prototype tab. We are there already. So let's connect just like this. After delay, okay, we are waiting about, let me see, 3000 milliseconds, and then not smart animate, but just instant. It's gonna be okay. And then let's create some flow starting point. Let's call it skeleton, just for a matter of identifying things easier. And then yeah, it's good to be organized. Yeah, we don't need to be obsessed with this, but okay. So let's run the skeleton and see what, oops, but not preview. I want to run the present thing. So let's see what happens. Loading. Yeah, cool. But I want this thing to load a little more. Okay, so yeah, what we got to do here is selecting my Echo. My Alexa is running. It's talking about something that I don't ask it for. Yes, because my activation word is some word that the Alexa understood I was talking with it, but I wasn't. It's crazy. Okay. Just a second, guys. Echo, stop. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, this delay isn't that much. It should be, and yeah, it should be okay. But let's play again. Okay, let's see. Loading, loaded. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to change these parameters, like I told you before, let's see, instant, yes, navigate to, it's correct. Instant, let's see, dissolve, linear is okay, list is okay, dissolve is okay, move in, push. Yeah, let's just change this little. Let's run again. See, I changed it. So 1 millisecond, I don't have enough time. And then when we go like 300, we run again. Takes a little more. Then when we go like 3000, and then we run again, we'll count, and then it goes, yeah. And then you just need to change the parameters. If you want to show these things a little more, the maximum is 2000, okay? But yes, it's pretty okay. So see, we can demonstrate like 3 times, 4 times, even more. Cool. I exaggerated a little bit, but yeah, it's cool to see. Okay, so we can represent it like the system is taking too long to process information that the user asked for, but then things come, and yeah, not dissolve but instant. Not 20,000 I'm using here. I want to use just 3,000. For this reason, it's taking too much. See, one. To fill. Maybe something like 7,000. 1, 2, 3. Run that again. Press R to restart and see. 1, 2, 3 is okay. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, cool. Did you see? And then we have these things. I didn't plan on that, but yeah, we did this tutorial before, like I told you, and yeah, pretty cool. We combined 2 things in one. Pretty cool. I didn't plan on that, but that happened. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So guys, thank you for watching this tutorial. It's a pleasure to me to make tutorials to you, and please, if you can, thumbs up and drop a line, write a comment. That helps a lot, so my tutorials can reach more people, and then I will be motivated to do even more tutorials to you. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next one, and bye 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 bye.